Let's get started. Alright, so we have a good video today. This one is related to the blog post that's titled Carmen Electra, You Cannot Fake Passion in Business. For those who aren't familiar so much with Carmen Electra, so let's see here. She was famous on the TV series Baywatch. She was recently with the singer Prince, who has passed. And so she has two things that are out right now that is posted in the article. Number one, she has her own perfume line by Carmen Electra. Number two, she has her own lingerie line, With Love by Carmen. And so Entrepreneur had a chance to catch up with her with all the different things that she had going on, actually have going on, right? And among those questions, we're just going to talk a little bit about how you cannot fake passion in your business. And it makes sense, right? If anyone was to sit here and talk to you about your business, you should be very passionate about your business and why you've decided to put in a ton of time, a ton of energy to go this route and make this new investment in yourself. And you should be able to convey it in a way that when you're speaking to someone, they really feel it like, yes, this is something that, this person is really passionate about. We have similar interests. Maybe I can strike up a deal, strike up a partnership with, you. So let's see here. Let's talk about partnerships. So she had mentioned partnerships, how you can spot good partnerships from bad partnerships. And the one thing she had mentioned, which makes sense, is mutual respect. So you should be able to see if you guys respect one another when you're going into a partnership. And I'm in a partnership with another guy, and we have really good respect for one another, and respect for the person as a human being, as well as respect for your opinion. I mean, you may not completely agree with the other person, but you had to figure out a way to understand that his perspective on what the company should be doing and your perspective on what the company should be doing. That is the reason why you guys are in a partnership, because you're bringing the best of both worlds and piggybacking off those to push the company to the next level. So partnership is key in making sure that happens. The other thing she had mentioned about partnerships is your gut. Sometimes people go into partnerships and they don't trust their gut in telling them this is a partnership that you should or shouldn't get into. And so it's very important that you should be able to figure out if your gut is telling you you should or shouldn't get into a partnership. Now, everyone makes mistakes from every once in a while, but that's a part of learning. So, sometimes you got to trust your gut, sometimes you don't. And, your gut doesn't know everything, but the purpose to me of your gut feeling is to know what you're really trying to get out of the deal. And so, that's why I was trying to tell you, either you should or you shouldn't go into a particular deal. The other thing that was interesting to me was there was a question about how do you, or is there any parallel between creative work and business? And she creative work and business, and she had mentioned that with those two being put together, you have to be prepared and being able to adapt, or just being prepared give you the ability to make that next quick turn, that next quick action, and not basically from my perspective of that, not being prepared makes you take too long to make that decision, because if you understand the question at hand, you should be able to pivot your way to the next best move and keep moving forward. And that takes time to be able to build that type of state where you're prepared. But that comes with being passionate about the business that you're in. If you're not passionate, you're not going to try to be prepared at every step of the way, from finances, from the business plan, from the vision, from the mission. You have to be prepared. So it takes a lot of energy to do those different things. Another thing that she was talking about was the work ethic of Prince, you know, the guy worked nonstop and, you know, basically not letting anyone get in the way of his vision and what he was trying to create, you know, musically. So when she, you know, branched out and did her own thing, you know, she's figured out that you have to continue to work nonstop on the passion that you have and make that be a model such that when people come in, you know, pair it with you in partnerships, they can see that you're pushing really hard to make sure that this thing is successful. And because you don't want it to be unsuccessful for the lack of effort that you're putting into it. So what I would say from this video, and if you guys want to read the entire post, you know, the link should be below this video where you can read the entire post. But you have to make sure that you're passionate about your business, because, or passionate about, you know, anything, any type of project that you're doing that's related to a company that you work for. I mean, you're passionate about really just getting it done. And in the business space, right, you're passionate about the business, the success of the business overall. And in the project space or your personal, you know, personal goals, you got to be passionate about getting those things done. That comes with adding the plan and the action and the pressure. Pressure is going to make you passionate about getting something done. You got to have some negative pressures sometimes. So again, we talked about Carmen Electra. You cannot fake passion in business. Stay tuned to our next video and talk to you guys soon. See ya.